The topic of a light skinned woman wake up call has been on my mind. Light skinned women are more social in comparison to light skinned men. So, in my opinion, they are more so under this illusion of inclusion. I'm going to do this video a bit different in comparison to the video I did with light skinned men. I'm going to show actual images in order to help illustrate my point. But to start, I want to say that every light skinned woman has received her wake up call at some point in her life. This is the event when she realizes that she is different from the majority of people around her. Some of them may come to this realization on their own, but most of the time, somebody else is bringing it to her attention. And I just want to point out that men of the other groups portray an image that light skinned women have to align themselves with in order to be accepted in that group. Now, where the women are concerned is pretty much, you're constantly getting that wake up call because they are getting themselves, stepping in the way of the men of that group. And here I'm going to show some of those images that the men portray light skinned women have to sort of be like. Notice the commonalities within these images. While most light skinned women unfortunately acquiesce and emulate these images, I also want to point out that it's kind of easy to see and spot the light skinned women who aren't in any of these illusions, or in other words, they received their wake up call. And some of these characteristics or behaviors to point out are, I'm going to list them. Starting with the outer appearance, they aren't going to be over the top when it comes to the accessories like the nails, the makeup, the hair, jewelry, etc. They may not have that hourglass figure or shape, like the big butt in particular. Or they might have had it, but they became mothers and that shape faded away. They may not have too many tattoos, if any. There are more things to name, like the way she dresses, but the main idea here is that she believes that her beauty comes from other areas. For example, she may be very smart or talented. She may have a esoteric side of her, an eclectic side of her. She may have sort of a weird geeky side of her, into like the gaming stuff. And or she may have a spiritual side to her. All of these sides are kind of busting out the seams to try to get recognized, but media tells her that that's not very valuable. So what she ends up doing is going and finding these special interest groups, which ends up repeating the cycle. She goes into this group, gets into a delusion of inclusion, and the cycle repeats itself. She gets her wake up call. I would advise light skinned young ladies or women to study their past, study other light skinned women and how they navigated this world. Look at their mistakes and look at ways that they triumphed. I think that will help give you the confidence that you need to stop benefiting other people who don't have your best interest at heart. Once you begin to do things in your best interest and stop placating to other people's comfortability, you'll find out pretty quickly how much this world values light skinned women.